We continue now in Mexico with our correspondent Clayton Khan. He tells us of the reactions that continue to surface in the country due to the killing of Espinosa and the 4 women.
They demand justice for the multiple homicide that left the critical photojournalist Ruben Espinosa tortured and shot, protesting here in front of the Veracruz state offices in the capital, accusing ultimately state authorities as being the intellectual authors behind the murders, yet they say it is important to focus on all the 5 victims.
It
was not just a crime against a journalist. They also committed 4 femicides, and above all, a form to punish an activist and critical journalist.
Although one of the primary lines of investigation by the authorities has been a motive of basic house robbery, Nadia Vera, activist and one of the 5 homicide victims who fled the state of Veracruz a year ago due to political repression, points to other potential culprits.
We hold totally responsible Javier Duarte Ochoa, governor of Veracruz, and his cabinet for anything that may happen to us, of those of us who are involved in organized movements.
Meanwhile, Mexico City's investigators now affirm that after 5 days of the investigation and analyzing forensic evidence, that a Mexican male with a previous criminal record has been arrested in relation to the multiple homicide. However, the authorities declined to disclose his identity.
The police of this capital's prosecutor's office located the suspect and is now being presented before the prosecutor's office.
Yet activists and enraged citizens continue to hold various protests in the capital and elsewhere, declaring that beyond the specifics of the case, the nature and profile of the murders reflect deeper and wider problems in how the Mexican state tackles justice and impunity.
Today, it doesn't matter the status. It doesn't matter. Today, the blood continues to be spilled because they want to remain on their pedestal always. And if someone wants to move that pedestal, it's like signing a death sentence.
The apartment building where the 5 victims were murdered has now become a shrine and center of protest, what some here say is a symbol of Mexico's intolerance to the freedom of speech and protest. Clayton Khan, Telesur, Mexico City.